reboots, reimaginings, remakes, they're all getting announced. Shall we talk about it? Roll the title. Hi guys, it is Mr. Scotty Pie and I am back for another video. I just wanted to interrupt this video to let you know about a running competition I have at the moment. This is the competition to win a $10 Amazon gift card. There is a link in the description to a video to give you all the rules and how to enter that. Not really rules, how to enter that. So make sure you check that out and enjoy the rest of the video. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about the new wave of announcements, all the things that are either getting remade, rebooted, reimagined. Basically, I want to talk about my feelings towards it and get your opinions too. So, over the last couple of weeks, there's been three major announcements really about what's getting remade, reimagined and rebooted. So we've got the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is getting rebooted. We're getting Planes, Trains and Automobiles is getting remade. And The Exorcist is getting reimagined. So let's start with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which is getting a reboot. Will Smith's confirmed it himself. He's taking part in a producer role. It's getting rebooted from modern day and apparently make a gritty reboot. It's getting a gritty modern day reboot of a classic 90s sitcom. So why are you turning a famous comedy into a gritty drama? I'm struggling to see the point in that. Just write something new and call it something new. It's like you wrote something and you weren't sure it was good enough, so you thought let's just stick on a name people recognise and we'll flock towards it. And I'm sure that will happen. But why? Are you just not that confident in your own project? Sort yourself out. Second, the remake, Planes, Trains and Automobiles, bringing back in Will Smith. What is Will Smith doing to cinema? You gave my rant at the end. Planes, Trains and Automobiles is obviously an absolute classic comedy film starring John Candy and Steve Martin. Absolutely love that film. It's an absolutely hysterical film. And it's getting remade with Will Smith and Kevin Hart. Big fan of both of those actors, but why does that film need to be remade? It's an absolute classic film that still lives in the hearts of loads of people. It's not like it's a forgotten film from 70, 80 years ago. There's no reason to remake this film. Just make another driving film, of an adventure film, a road trip film. That's the word I was kind of looking for. Make another road trip film. Think of something else. Will Smith and Kevin Hart are always going to sell. They are massive names in cinema and comedy. Just write something new and reimagine The Exorcist. That's we're working on next year. One of the most famous horror films in all time. Yeah, everybody's forgotten that, so let's remake it, shall we? No. Think of something new. So, my problem is, as you probably tell, it's why is Hollywood losing its imagination? When obviously they're seeing a tried and tested formula and stealing it, but if you look at films that have used their own imagination and create something new, fans don't dismiss that at all. Examples: Christopher Nolan. Obviously, we've got Tenet coming out next week. His films aren't based on old films. They aren't based on books or comic books. They're completely original storylines. And his films make ridiculous amounts of money. Their box office smashes 100% of the time. Why? Because we don't know the story and we don't know what to expect. Quentin Tarantino. His films are not based on books. They're not remakes or reimaginings. He even takes real life stories sometimes and completely rewrites them. and he's one of the most famous and well-known directors in modern day. All you have to do is stick his name on a project, same with Christopher Nolan, and people will flock to the cinemas to see it. Who's directing Planes, Trains and Automobiles remake? I don't know, and I don't care. Who's reimagining The Exorcist? I don't know, and I don't care. Who's making Tenet? Who's making Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Who's making this new the new Pinocchio film that Guillermo del Toro is making? It's reimagining of sorts, but completely twisted and changed in so many different ways that it's a whole new film. And obviously, Guillermo del Toro is, I think, is the king of original storylines when it comes to Pan's Labyrinth and Shape of Water, and obviously his whole list of films. So even when he's reimagining Pinocchio, you know it's going to be so wacky and different and dark that it's not going to be the same as Vision, which is something completely different. Even let's say Mulan, which Disney are releasing soon. This is a reimagining, but it's not. It's not a remake either, which I think a lot of people believe it is, and a lot of people are going to be judging this as a remake. This is a retelling of a classic story. They're completely ditching the initial cartoon movie and telling a new version of this story, which is different, and that's why people are looking forward to this and flocking towards this, because it's a story they may know but told in a whole new way. I guess it's more of a reimagining of this story, but it's not. It's more following an ancient story, if that makes sense. So why are Hollywood so scared to look at new scripts, even though new scripts sell really well? Are Hollywood just looking for cash grabs? Obviously, yes. Have they lost their imagination? It looks that way. Are they just scared? It looks that way. They're scared to try new things, so they just revert back to what they know will sell. But that won't sell. If someone says to me, "John, watch Planes, Trains and Automobiles," my first reaction would never, ever be, "Oh yeah, stick on that Will Smith, Kevin Hart film." It would never be that. The John Candy, Steve Martin film, which it's so beloved everywhere around the world. It's such a great, amazing and imaginative and fun film. So why do I watch someone else do it? It's not their film. It's going to feel like someone else is stepping into the shoes of the greats. And those two are greats. They just are. So why? And the same with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reboot. You were too scared to take a risk on a gritty drama, so you just stuck an old name on it. Stop being scared. Take a risk. People respect people who take risks, and Hollywood take risks. Well, they don't take them enough, and when they do pay off some of the time, and when they do pay off, they pay off dividends. As I said, look at Christopher Nolan, Quentin Tarantino. These people create completely new worlds. Same with Guillermo del Toro. They pay off so well. Guillermo del Toro obviously doesn't make massive blockbusters, but his films do win Oscars and awards and cult classics instantly. He knows what he's doing, and he does it so well. All three of them do. They're superb at what they do. So why can't Hollywood take these risks? Because there are amazing storytellers in the world. Incredible storytellers. Obviously, there's people making... Hollywood sometimes take risks on films that with storytellers that aren't great storytellers. And the reason they do this is because it's something in the genre has done well before. Remember when Lord of the Rings came out? And it was this absolute massive global blockbuster. Then suddenly, all the films cinema was filled with was fantasy films. And a lot of them were really poor. Because Hollywood wasn't looking for storytellers. They were looking for people who could tell the Lord of the Rings story a little bit differently. And all we had was a dilution of an absolutely fantastic genre, because I do adore the fantasy genre. And then they rushed into The Hobbit and things like that, which I enjoyed The Hobbit, but maybe they didn't need to stretch it out and make such a thing of it. Take a few years off, maybe. There's so many things you could have done with that. Not made it 3 films because it was ridiculously stretched out. Because they're just money grabbing and unimaginative. Hollywood needs to sort themselves out before they lose an audience. Because I guarantee you, this remake of Planes, Trains and Automobiles, it would do quite well at the box office and then fade into nothingness. I promise you that. That's tried and tested. That always happens. And they know that, and they don't care. Because they know they'll make a lot of money in the box office for people who are fans of Will Smith, fans of Kevin Hart. And some people who are fans of the original film want to see how much they've messed their favourite film up, which is what I will be going for. Is that really the legacy you want in Hollywood? Because it's embarrassing. So sort yourselves out. Actually spend some time looking for the great storytellers of the world, because there are so many. And you could achieve so many great films and tell such legendary stories, but you choose not to. All I ask is, as a movie fan, is that you stop ruining my favourite movies with remakes and reboots and reimaginings. Stop ruining, please, because that's what you're doing. And start telling stories that are incredible, and I don't know, and they're amazing. Even books, I love when a book gets turned into a film. And there's so many incredible books that Hollywood hasn't even discovered yet, but so many people have. Look at that. Turn these amazing books into incredible films. I would be happy with that as well. Just do something different. Do something that's not a money grab. Because you're embarrassing the film genre. You're embarrassing it. That's just my opinion. What's your opinion? Are these films you're looking forward to? Planes, Trains and Automobiles, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Exorcist? Let me know in the comments. I do respond to all comments, so let's start a conversation. And if you did enjoy this video, please do consider hitting that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, I also do trailer reactions, movie reviews, and like this general movie talk. So please do consider hitting that subscribe button. It would mean the absolute world to me. And I am Mr. Scotty Pie, and I am out of here. And thank you for making it to the end of the video. If you'd like to drop a like, a subscribe, share, hit the bell notification, that would be amazing. And you will see on this side of my head, you will see another video which YouTube has recommended just for you. And on this side of my head, you will see a logo to subscribe to the channel. If you want to hit that, I will love you forever. Goodbye.